to the 4th episode of the Street Gallery. Today we have WOOLIES Media. We're going to start by introductions and everything. So, yeah, right here we have Trust Sean and WOOLIES himself and Loksikada. We're going to feel like I got with introduction. So, Rich Highland saw in the company and everything, you understand? Okay, let's hop in. You know the vibes, man. You know what to do, bro. You know. Talk to my
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so my name is Sean, Trust X Sean. I am a photographer, editor, digital marketing strategist, promotion. But yeah, that's me.
That's Rabi, bro.
Founder, CEO, photographer, cinematographer, upcoming sound engineer, drone pilot. The list goes on.
It goes on and
But
on.
anyways, let me just keep it short. I'm the founder of, or co-founder of WOOLIES Media right now. And yeah, I'm your well-known photographer right now. And then, yeah, this one is my best friend.
I'm close. That's the most.
Yeah.
I'm a photographer, a gaffer, a dancer, sometimes a cinematographer,
And a producer.
and a producer.
No way.
Yeah. And like in this company, pretty much everybody does everything.
Yeah, we're versatile in every field. Like no one person does anything just so that it works.
Today I can work on audio.
Yeah. Either way, keep on fit or you're the co-founder. Who's the actual founder?
It's myself, my best friend, and a third person, our third founder, Talefo Makunye, but he couldn't be here right now. Man's in Gauteng, so yeah, we also had another branch in Gauteng. So.
Oh, you're like spreading out to other
Yeah. That's why he's also that side sometimes.
No, I feel you. So like, who isn't here right now? Like, and how many are you?
Yo,
We're a family.
yeah, it's a lot.
You
You know, cheaper by the dozen, man. Cheaper by the dozen. That's how it is right now. The ones that could not be at absentees, let me put on behalf of them, Padesa.
Yeah.
She couldn't make it because of, you know, and Tato, our lovely managing director, she's the one that maintains and keeps the whole team together. Our other photographer, Sino, actually, but he's mostly he's mostly our sound engineer and cinematographer. He does that pretty well, as well as Kyrie people. He's
you know.
everybody. That's why I'm not gonna say too much about it. It's like I know. Man's couldn't be here as well. Hey man, it's tough times, yo.
Maru, you understand? Listen, tough times are lasting. Let us about the last thing. So actually, like, you can fit. So it's a media company, or like, does it also venture into like entertainment, everything? Just like run us through everything,
Hell yeah, man. We venture into pretty much anything we can do, especially in the entertainment field. That's why we actually ended up having to learn how to do live streaming. We ended up having now to also get a drone and shit, you know.
Let's show that, bro. Anyway, you can cover some other shit tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna fly out this baby like today actually. Like later today, we have to go see the whole site inspections here, how we're gonna take and compose all of these shots in advance because it's an event on Saturday. Although the best part about having a company is that now you can actually split your team in half. So we have our man here heading up with the secondary team here back in after they'll be covering up Saturdays, you know, an SVO Initiative. Shout out to SVO, and we'll be at a Rough Diamonds event as well. We're splitting a lot of teams. Like there's a lot of cameras as well.
And if it's like no other company that I've seen one of the equipment they buy, what like it's
Not even half of it, bro.
Oh, so my G. Is the others like by the office?
Yeah. Everybody's got their own camera they work with as well. If they need to use the equipment, they are more than welcome to. You know, it's about growing each other as well. Most times, you know, it's not about just like perpetuating an entire company, but perpetuating each and every other. Hence why the whole family, the term is term family.
Just like
coincidentally, some of them share birthdays, but anyways.
One day.
One day, who's that and who's that and who's that?
The triplets.
It happened on this one.
When is y'all's birthday?
13th of January.
I said if it didn't get a guy on a birthday present.
I will see about it.
Hey, like late birthday present is better than nothing.
Exactly, better late than never, bro. You understand?
That's that January.
So have you guys like worked with? Actually, who have you worked with, Mama, in terms of like entertainment and media and everything? Or you just like in your family, you keeping everything in the fam?
It's a lot of people, man. We've collabed with a lot of people, and I think from speaking from my end, I can attest that, you know what, we wouldn't be where we are right now if it hadn't not been for those collaborations and those movements together, being able to collaborate instead of competing with one another. You know, being able to like go to Sean and be like, yo, dude, I need a need for you. You know, I need you to come on board with me so that we can, you know, cover this huge event. You know, we're still growing. So some of the people that we've worked with include El Nino, which was my place of personal growth as a photographer. You know, starting to actually get paid for like, you know, taking pictures. You know, and then as it kept growing, I started meeting more and more people that wanted to work with me, including SVO, including BRS, Section 9 Africa as well. You know, the Grand Hooli event as well. I got to collaborate with a lot of people, actually sharing stage with major artists, and I'm like, oh shit,
it's like this now.
You know, it's like a surreal moment usually in the beginning, but you like get used to it at some point.
No, I totally feel you, bro.
So I definitely owe a lot of my growth to like the people around me, especially my own team. This nigga right here.
Alala cloaks. Even though I don't understand, but yeah. But I feel you, bro. When did you like start like your initiative, your company, and then why exactly? I feel like obviously I'll start something. You see a bridge or a gap in the market, and you're trying to fill it. Or how would you say you went about it?
Funny story, actually.
Yeah, very interesting one. I guess I could say that it started when I was like 7.
Shit.
I think I should have brought out that first camera that I used. But anyways, when I was a kid, I used to like run around, you know, like when there's those family functions, you know, like I'd run around with a little camera and just like take pictures and videos, you know, that was also a camcorder of mine. So I think I just mised it back then, and I really didn't notice it at first. And then when it got to my first year in varsity, or not exactly first year, but like when I started getting into graphic design in high school, started like learning how, you know, Photoshop and how to like manipulate pictures. Then I started getting into, okay, I can manipulate a picture and make a poster, but what about taking a picture and then manipulating it from there? So that's when it started. When I was in first year, I met with a homie of mine, Aaron. Hey, homie's not here right now as well. Like,
Aaron Banger.
Yeah, no, not Aaron Banger. Ayiga.
Dude.
Yeah, either way. Yeah, homie, like he borrowed his dad's camera. Like literally borrowed it. He's like, yo, let's go shoot. And I'm like, cool. Picked it up. I'm sure I spent a week before he lent it, being on YouTube trying to learn everything. Just learning the basics of it. Yeah. So as soon as I picked up the cam, started working, taking pictures. We took a video. Then I introduced me to Juice. He wanted to take a music video. I literally shot an entire music video within 3 months of me just picking up a homie's camera.
Damn, bro.
Just because the editing also was like things that I learned beforehand.
Yeah.
So eventually, when it came to a point where we have to grow, especially when it comes to like our craft, because I had to get a camera, I got a job at El Nino, and then from there I started expanding into event coverage. Started working with SVO, and as their events grew, we grew as well.
Is that the homie outside? SVO.
Yeah, Tebo. Papa's for.
Don't forget KG.
As well, you know, that's what I'm leading to, dude. I'm leading to the fact that, you know, working with both Tebo as well and SVO, it caused us to expand really quickly because of Kotasani, for example. I could never cover all of these events alone. Even if I have my homie here, I needed more, because I needed more people being able to cover all angles, because
everything.
And it started there, because I actually started with my birthday with him, with Sean. It started there. I was like, yo, dude, I need extra hands. He's like, I've got a camera. I'm like, cool, please come.
Pull through.
You know,
and then of course you did your magic.
He showed me his magic, and I was like, yo, dude, I'm impressed. Hey man, you wanna join with us? You know, like work with us together and collaborate and grow together. And from there we just started working together, as well as other teammates, you know, introducing our first female photographer, Palace, as well. There was that need for expansion as well. And because of all of these things that we were doing and growing into. We had to like learn how to do live streaming. We had to do now audio engineering, like a lot of it had to do with like the expansion, the growth, especially with COVID coming through. You know, we had to do those Kotasade lives. We started to perfecting the entire live situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, like to that extent, I really feel like how we came about, it wasn't an intentional thing,
Okay.
but more like a matter of growth, personally and like company-wise.
Sure. When did you say exactly like you started like really being up in the scene? Apart from you starting like Khalida with your other camera, but like, you know,
Before I got my job.
Yeah, before you got the job.
Before El Nino.
Yeah.
I
Or was
started
that the first thing?
No, BRS.
No, yeah.
Fourth experience. J-Mod.
Hey,
Yeah,
I remember
That
that.
was our first night photography gig
Shit, away.
that we've ever had.
That was my first big major paying gig.
Aye.
Came within everything from payment to hospitality, man.
Oh,
It was,
Technical writer.
you know,
Shit, bro. Like,
that was the
everything
first
was
taste of
set.
that shit.
Yeah.
And I actually acknowledged those gents because, like, you know, I was just you know how I even got the gig? I literally just took a video, I made a video ad for them.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, here's a promo video for you guys. And then they were really happy with the work, and then they decided, yo, dude, so
Come
what's your
cover
rates?
this,
You know,
yeah.
come cover this. So I was, at the time I was rolling with my homies, they also had cameras as well.
Yeah.
That was like back when, before Don Rabbit was New School Creations.
Oh.
Way back, it was like
Sure.
with my homies Aaron, Juice.
Yeah.
We had a whole crew and neighborhood with editors, musicians, and artists and everybody.
Yeah.
So back then, that's how we like started like doing the whole thing of being a team, or, you know, like covering events. And then eventually, you know, growth had to happen. Like, you know, everybody had to go do their own thing as time went by. You know, Aaron had to go back home overseas. So and then Juice had to get a job as well. He's now in China. He's actually doing very well as a teacher there.
It's actually impressive, bro.
Yeah, you know, people had to do their own kinds of like personal growth, and I had to, like, you know, stick to what I wanted to do because I noticed it from when I was a kid. I was like, you know, I love photography.
Let me just go into this.
You know,
Talking about like everyone just like venturing into their different shit. I heard like Urle branching market, it's in PTA. Or was it Joburg?
yeah, it's in PTA mostly.
PTA, that's where you are.
Yeah.
So like, dog, how's the scene in Kada? You know, just being a cat from Africa, you trying to take over the scene into the Kada. How have you like maneuvered through that basically?
Yo, it's really hard because
Yeah.
you get there to a city that you don't know,
Away.
you don't know anybody, and you just have to like meet new people, try your best to meet new people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel.
And COVID happened at a point where, you know, Canvas, right?
Yeah,
Sativa.
Canvas Sativa.
Yeah, Canvas is a DJ that
Away.
side, so he was always taking me out with him, like, yo, I'm gonna go DJ,
Sure.
let's go out. So
Okay.
because of him, we got to meet new people,
Yeah.
different people, see the different scenes. Yeah. So when COVID happened, it was like literally at that peak.
That
of some,
peak,
yo,
that,
going
sure.
club to club, we're gonna see what we can do.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Just maneuver
So
that.
COVID happened, and then I just had to, you know, just keep pushing with the people I knew, just street photography.
Yeah.
What I do. Yeah.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I hope you've told me some crazy scenes. Or was it carried? I think it was go ahead for Billy the more packet, you know. And then some honeys pull up, got came. Actually, they asked you if you like photographers and stuff like that. That was scary.
That was scary. That was scary.
Kairi nga ba le teng, just talk stories of it. But then either way,
Yeah.
so
Guys, we are not stereotypical photographers. Let me just put that out there.
let's just, you know, it's a clear that shit
Disclaimer.
out. Yeah, can feel of it. So. But then go ntse go etsega mo like as time goes by.
Because you meet new people, and
Yeah.
as you meet new people, they expose you to different people, and
more
people you
reach.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you, bro.
So that's the goal at the end, to
Yeah.
get your work to as many people as you can, so you get more clients.
That's the motive, bro.
Yeah.
But then it looks, bro, you told us about dancing and stuff. Dinsang, are you like actually in the scene? You go to club and bula this sekele da.
Like,
Yeah.
I would say nobody gets paid for dancing, man.
Away.
Yeah, I was just dancing for the fucks of dancing.
Yeah.
It got to a point whereby when we worked there on, and then the club manager's like, yo, dog,
Yeah.
I see you can hyper people.
Sure.
Want to get paid for it? I'm like, ah, cool, since we're taking pictures here,
Yeah,
dancing here.
Yeah.
Once he believed it, pay sleep a while.
Sure. Let's answer that.
So that's where I started actually taking the dancing thing serious. But I don't want to be those dancers like getting into a crew or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just a hype man
Sure.
without a mic.
The party.
Just as fun with it.
Yeah.
Shit. Are you originally from Mouth, dog? Like,
Yeah, born bred.
Born Bread.
Yeah.
Va.
Snoop Hogg.
No, because people don't sort of perform like I'm like,
Okay,
how?
I'm very multilingual. I
Yeah.
know a couple of South African languages.
He's my translator when I'm going into places that I do not.
You don't even know that. You understand?
Dude, ever go to Durban and not know the language at all?
Bro, I lived in Durban for a year, and then those niggas they don't want to speak Tswana, they don't want to learn Setswana.
Exactly,
You know,
my point.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Hey, bro.
Especially at the rank.
Yeah. I must have bought it, so you know. Yeah.
Like,
Y'all are mean in Durban, bro. Like, they're very mean, dog. But then we just move on face, you know.
yeah, nah, street facts.
It's unfair. So like, have you? Can I say if you like worked with other people in Math and stuff? But I've already gotten that answer. Like, what are you planning, Noya? If you like in a place where you can like disclose your plans and stuff, you know. I don't like want to hold it against you, or you're forced to do it. But then, like, how are you planning on like expanding the company wings and stuff, bro?
Throughout the time we've actually been working with the people that we had to, especially throughout the expansion, homie of ours has actually looked into what we've been doing, and he's like, gents, what you guys are doing is actually phenomenal, and it's something that he's been doing for some time, and just felt like, these gents actually need the help and the support, So he's been looking to, get us like into our own like studio space and not just, you be using our mama's houses. It shouldn't be that all the time. Actually have like an office space where you can like work all the time, So he's that's the one thing he's looking into, as well as, us investing into this thing as well. Now introducing aerial photography into something that, well, a lot of people in Mafikeng would like to do a lot of the time, because this is a heavy ass investment. You're talking about, I'm not disclosing. Before you guys come and break into the house.
It's rude. Don't even.
But as well as upcoming recently is like, we want to be finalizing and dropping our feature film, our first short film that we've been shooting. We shot it last year in November, was it? You were not there when.
I wasn't sure. PTA.
Late October, early November.
Yeah, we shot a short film. It's roughly about 7 minutes long, but the poster's out. You'll see it just like, some, Shout out to Canvas Steve for the poster. Shout out to SVO, Video Bless.
That lady, bro. Is it Boomer or something?
Video Bless,
Wema. Oh, wow.
Shout out to the homie for, looking at us and being like, yo, these are some people that I really want to work with. Entrusting us with his creative direction in terms of what he wanted to portray in the short film, because it's not every day someone comes to you like, yo, dude, there's a short film idea. Let's shoot,
hop on it.
Ideas, actually.
Coming through together. It was one of those things that we wanted to do, It was one of those things we really wanted to get into, like, doing a short film, start and then eventually go do an entire feature film, an open budget one. Yeah, you see, Universal,
Already, it's like
Paramount, or Netflix, Netflix, but a phone, Netflix must call. Hey, ring budget.
Ferguson Films alone. I remember they put out some auditions. I think it was this year, February. They said like they were looking
actors.
For actors,
Or as well as like crew members for behind the scenes as internships.
Yeah, if we could I think they were just. I get to basically.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be up in the the visual scene and everything. So I put up my audition. They still haven't gotten back to me. Later, young Ferguson.
You make your
own.
If there's no seat at the table, then create your own table and sit there.
They want to join. That's what's so heartbreaking, bro. Sometimes I get obviously the seat or the table that's already been filled up. Get people that have made it. When you're also coming up and you want to do your own thing. and then they see you doing your own thing. They want to come and leech off of that shit, bro.
Yeah, they want to hit you up.
Which is really
actually helps.
Wow.
They want to leech off your ideas. I
Yeah.
don't fuck with that, dog.
That bullshit is making me cough. All of that bullshit is actually making me cough.
I feel you, bro. It's not okay, but then razama and then
That's the only way to go about it, honestly. And it's something that I didn't think we'd really get ourselves into back when we were starting. I mean, if you told me if you'd have told me 5 years ago that you'd be now flying drones and now covering events,
you'd
that
be like,
it was literally just something I thought would be like nothing but a hobby, but now grew into something where now I have to run an entire company, which is something surreal because it's one of those things when like when in primary they ask you like write down your life goals or whatever. One of them was be a CEO.
Okay.
And I was like, one of those days I was like, yo, friends, technically I am, a registered company and everything, people that I can call like not even just a team or employees, but family. People that believe in each other and are trying to grow each other, which is the main point of life.
Exactly, bro.
And this company in the beginning anyways. Right now even I can say that, I've kind of lost a lot of my passion when it comes to the photography side of things because I've had to now manage things, I get told I've been in and out of hospital due to work stress and whatever, but it's running the business. You ever been in debt?
I understand.
My man.
And it really hurts you, bro. You like,
It's
My
like,
guy.
It's like the highs, man. But there's also lows that people don't know about.
That's
you're
things
not
that
crazy
people don't
for it,
understand. That behind the scenes, like there's a lot of things that go on, and they just get to see all the glitz and the glam, and they're like, yo, no, he's enjoying his life.
it's not like that, bro. Because I remember when I started this shit, the whole street gallery media shit, I never like imagined. And then Kyrie told me, sometimes it gets hard in the media industry. There's certain shit that's gonna put you down. The next I do mail in faith. There's a point where I couldn't drop for like a week or two due to like personal reasons and stuff like that. And then we just like. This shit is real, bro. It's not just glamour, it's not just everything, bro. It gets real. It's in the front.
The final product that you're seeing is the glitz and the glamour, the things that happen behind the scenes you do not know anything about.
Bro.
We're breathing through certain wounds that you guys will never understand. But anyways,
Yo,
you all know that thing. If you've ever seen it run there fast, then you must just know that you've seen life.
it's chai, bro. Yo. And when I'm talking about challenges, I wanna know some of the shit that you've gone through, and then you look back, you're like, whoa, I'm actually proud of myself. I'm proud of us as a company, as a family, actually, for going through some of that shit. Like, what would you say was the most, scandalous or the most dramatical thing that has tried to put you down, but then it put like that?
Being at a point where you're not making what you should be, and now you have to put not only just food on your table, but on the tables of everybody else in your entire team.
I feel you.
And having to now put your foot down and being able to say that, you know what, we understand. We understand that everybody's growing and everybody has to do their own thing. But when there's a certain extent that it goes to. From there on now, we need to start being able to put things on paper now. That's something that I think I remember during one of Casper's interviews with Seka, he said even if we're friends, it's good to just put things on paper so that later we're not looking at each other on some, yo, where's my card?
We just clear shit, everything out.
It's important to put things on paper. So I think that was one of the things that I had to go through and learn the hard way that,
And when you say that to other niggas, it feels like you're stepping on their toes because they've hold some sort of favor for you.
So sometimes I think you need to go through these certain things just so that you're enabled to learn and grow. Because as a business person, you're gonna get into these situations a lot more, and you should be able to say, okay, now I agree, I hear what you're saying, but let's agree on a certain norm or a certain term that we can both be happy. It shouldn't always just be a one-sided thing, So I think throughout the entire process of me growing was just me being able to learn and come to the realization that it's not just about me. It's about the entire family. You know, people need to eat. People need to be able to do. They're doing their work on a constant basis, and they do need their own income as well. And it needs to be constant as a company. So that's the one thing I had to like, you know, come to that realization and start implementing this thing of, you know what, let's come to a contractual agreement that if I pull out my people, then we are going to be sorted.
Everyone's eating at the end of the day.
You know.
I understand, bro. Like you said, sometimes some niggas feel like you're stepping on their toes. I feel like, bruh, if you don't wanna agree on a certain term, we're both cool kayone. Ngcono siyeke, dog.
Exactly.
Once origin that idea is
Like if you're the only one that's gonna be getting something out of this, or like benefiting, why are we doing?
Why are we even doing it? You're trying to leech off of my shit, and that's not why we're
maybe
doing
it's on some.
Yeah.
You know, like back then, maybe that person has been like pulling favors for you.
Away.
Not to say that he made you, but like those favors, they kind of help you. Like.
They do.
But now you're at a point where like you also have to eat as a person.
Exactly.
And then you whip out your thought, but let's put it on people.
Away.
We're not on
Because
you understand? It gets to that, and hey,
I'm just. One thing is that I'm happy that is that when you actually put your foot down and say that, you know, let's get on to an agreement on our terms. Nobody like, you know, when you don't meet people like that to backlash at you like that, you know, people are always going to be like, okay, fine, we understand, sharp, let's come to an agreement, you know. And they don't like, you know, just toss you aside afterwards, you know, just because now you want something.
Bro.
It's wrong at the end of the day. But hey, man, you meet those kind of people in life. Thankfully, you learn from them and you're able to distinguish the differences between the people that are trying to use you and the people that are actually trying to grow with you, you know.
Yeah. It's very important, dog. Joe, were you in Soplaki?
Yeah, man. So, went to Soplaki primary, left in grade 6, came back in grade 10.
Oh, Nuchina IT kada or what do you do?
Hell no.
Why?
IT is this guy. Yeah. And him tried. You tried.
Not yeah.
You tried IT, and I was going.
Hey. But it's
guys, man, take a gap year if you feel like you.
Honestly, that's my advice to Matrics.
Don't leave varsity like Matrics and feel like I have to go to varsity and do shit you wanna do. Like think about what you want to do, and then really go do that shit. Because if you don't.
Also, like the same shit happened
You're wasting
to
your parents'
me,
money
bro.
at the end of the day.
Like,
At the end of the day. Start something, finish it. Now you're starting to realize, this is not what I wanted to do. That's
bro.
So my advice personally also to Matrix is like, yo, dude, like just think about it. Don't just look at your results and be like, okay, fine, I'm gonna be an engineer.
Sure.
Like, do you have the mentality of an engineer? Like, you know, you have to understand what kind of person you are. Because when you're in high school, you think you're this person. You think you know who you are.
That's not you, bro. High school you is not the real you.
Come to first year, it'll humble you. You're back to square one.
That's why I would take a gap year, but I do something in that gap year. Don't just be what's our blow my face.
Nah, figure out what you want to do with your life.
Exactly, bro. Something productive, you know what I mean?
Unless a 9 to 5 is what you want to do, then be my guest, man. We do need people that are, you know, counting those books. We need people that, you know, prosecutors. We do need doctors. You know, there's nothing wrong with getting a job and going to varsity. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you feel like you ain't doing that 9 to 5 thing, then
do your own thing.
Figure out who you are first and know what you want to do with your life.
Exactly, bro. It's very important.
Don't want to be like people who are stuck in like 7-year degrees.
And you're just there, someone wondering what am I going to do.
Like I literally figured out now. Like, photography is something that I'm really into during my first year. That's why I actually grew and I was like, what am I doing here? I was like, yo, I gotta move.
Bro.
So, that's why it's really important to just take that time and think.
Just think, Joe. There's literally nothing wrong with that. Like, it's my teaser, if it's a hot sgela, they're like, no, go to varsity, go high. It's important, dude.
We're not being taught appropriately, to be honest, but it's the system that's there. So.
Let's not even speak on the system.
You know. Then I didn't want to know.
But then honestly, Jen's viewers and everything, I feel like we've had a productive episode on Tlaloganya. So it's like, let's talk about how do you get contact Don Rabi, the company, like bookings and everything?
Man, I've tried to keep all my contacting details as rigid and straightforward as possible.
Yeah.
So email is straight up donrxbii@gmail.com for the time being, because now our website is currently going under some COVID issues.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
otherwise, then you go to all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. What is it? But also your Snapchat, your TikTok, and
There's
wherever.
this WhatsApp number 0711111392.
Facts. Say it again. Say it one more time.
One more time.
07-185-392. Yeah.
There's also going to be official numbers that you can call our operating manager, Tato. She will be also, her numbers will be here as well, just for you guys to call her personally. You know, because now that other number, I know this guy decided to just sell out for no reason.
No, that's why people book on that number.
Yeah. But either way, I'll just like throw down the thingies, the description box in the Instagram page.
Don Rabi on all social platforms, like all of them. Basically, I try to keep it as simple as possible.
It's very
I
simple.
think the only different one is the Twitter one. It's Don Rabi Media. Then that's it.
Not full. You'll just copy the link and then paste it at the
But how
description.
about put it for the Woolies of Media on Instagram?
That's the one. Wait, that's the one.
That's the one. You know the vibes. But then, Joe, thanks for having me. I heard Tato and Ross and Sarah shoot like go the office, but then I don't know where's the office anyway. Wait.
Well, there's offices.
Yeah.
There's this one there, then there's another one. It's very far. By Lomanyaning, it's very far, that one.
Yeah.
And then there's the new one that's supposed to, be happening pretty soon. Yeah, that coming soon. Exclusive information. Nobody else knows about this.
Yeah, man, bye-bye. Hey, bye-bye. But I'm going to go to the Hamang line. We put some inside.
Hey, Neganyela. Baloi. Tumelang.
Hey.
Tumelang baloi.
I'm going to go to TV just show you. So anyway, Joe, that was it for episode 4. Thanks for having me, Owens. You know the vibes. Rabi Meji.
Appreciate it, bro.
That is it, dog. Bro, Yami. It's all, man, dog. Tune in next time, man.